Hey guys! So, in this video we will do something different. Recently, I came across Serverpod. I found it to be interesting. It is a next-generation app and web server built for the Flutter community. It allows you to write your server-side code in Dart, automatically generate your APIs, and hook up your database with minimal effort. Serverpod is open source, and you can host your server anywhere. Without wasting any time, let's dive into a new to-do project. Let's create a project using Serverpod CLI. We will begin by writing our server first. By default, you are supposed to use Docker for the project. But since I have PostgreSQL installed on my system, I will start by configuring that inside my server folder. Let's open our server into Helix text editor and start updating our server for development environment. Here, I will update my database port to 5432. I have already created a new database by the name YouTube. Then I will configure my passwords for the project. Serverpod comes with ORM. To utilize this feature, we will create our models first. Since we are creating a to-do app, and our to-do will have status, we will create an enum status. Then, we will utilize this enum in our actual table. Our to-do status will have 3 states. Whenever a new to-do is created, it will be in a new state. Then, it can be ongoing or completed. Okay, now we will create actual to-do model. If a model contains a table key value, then that will be reflected as an actual database migration or schema. Note that here table is important. This will be the name of our table in the database. Okay, now we use Serverpod to generate required classes in Dart. For that, we will use the command serverpod generate. It will generate class to-do, enum to-do status, and other related entities which are required for both client and server. Okay. Now we will create endpoints for our server. In Serverpod, we do this by extending endpoint class to our custom class. We will create 3 APIs for our project. First, to fetch all our to-dos. Second, to create a new to-do. And finally, third, to delete an existing to-do by ID. Here our class is to-do endpoint. This will extend endpoint from Serverpod. That's it, our first API to fetch all the to-dos is done. Here we are finding all the to-dos from database without any condition, that means give us all the to-dos without any condition. Next, we are creating a new to-do. Here, we will create a to-do object. And serverpod ORM with do all the serializations and deserializations over this object. And finally, the last API to delete a to-do. Okay, so we have generated our code. We have created our migrations. Now, we will run our server. Hopefully, we will not run into any errors. Looks like our server is running smoothly. And our database connection has been established. Now, we will work on the Flutter part of things. Here we will define our UI. Display all the to-dos. Create a new to-do. Delete a to-do. These are all the 3 APIs we have created in our server. As soon as our app launches, we want to fetch all the to-dos, store them into a local list, and then display them. Now, let's write a function to create a new to-do and store the status. Okay, now we will display all our to-dos, their title, their ID, their status, and a button to delete them. Everything looks perfect. We have now integrated and utilized all the 3 APIs that we just created. It's time when we test how things are working. We will do this by running our Flutter project. So, our to-do creating is working, but our text field is not clearing after clicking the button Send to Server. Let's change that. We can see that our to-dos, which we earlier created, still persists. This means that our data is stored in database. Our text editor is now clearing. All the functionalities are working properly. Thanks for watching.